What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So anyone who's ever dated a narcissist know how difficult it can be after a breakup, because narcissists have a hard time letting go, and in most cases they will make it very difficult to even coexist with them, because their mind is set on revenge, especially if you're the one who went no contact with them, who cut off all lines of communication, and if you say boundaries, because it makes it difficult for them to respect those boundaries, because they feel like that you are somewhat in control. And of course, narcissists, they just don't take it very well when other people make rules just for themselves, in order for themselves to be comfortable. The narcissists take it as a personal insult. And so with that, they just don't feel like they have to respect you. And of course, it's so many things they do after a breakup to let you know they don't have to respect your rules, even though you don't bother them. All you want is separation, no contact, and peace and quiet. You don't want to have to deal with them at all. But to the narcissist, they have to get their payback. And so that's why they continue to stalk you and harass you after a breakup. Now, as far as people who have children with narcissists, they know how much, 10 times worse it can be after a breakup or a separation, which may even lead to divorce. Narcissists, they make it so difficult to co-parent with them. And so in this video, I list 3 ways that narcissists make it difficult to co-parent. The first way is they become very unavailable and unconcerned as far as making a schedule, so that each person can equal out the days that they have the kids. And a lot of time, the narcissists, they'll make it seem like that they'll follow the schedule and everything is all good. But then when that time comes, you don't hear from them. They refuse to stick to the schedule because they didn't have a hand in making the schedule. Because if the narc can't be in control of everything, they're going to make it difficult. And then they'll make it seem like in the beginning when you made the schedule and they was okay, I'm good with this. It'll work for me. That's fine. Later on down the line, they'll be like, well, I thought about it and I just feel like that's not fair. And I'm like, they'll wait a long time before they voice their true opinions on it. Because of course they want you to think that they're okay with it, especially if there's a third party present while you're making the schedule. They have to put on an act like they are, they're easy to deal with. And then afterwards, they're a no-show. They just don't come around. They don't answer the phone. They don't answer texts. I mean, I went through this when my kids were younger, and they would wait on the weekends to be picked up and would never. It's just one of the most hurting things to have to deal with as far as having to co-parent with a narcissist. Because it's like you are putting your kids through something because you really just don't know which side of the bed the narc is going to wake up on and how they're going to be that day. So it's, they just make it difficult to co-parent with them because you don't know what they're going to be for that day. You just don't know what they're going to give you and how far they're going to take it. So of course they just go ghost mode. They just don't come around. They're no show. I mean, they're the perfect definition to an absent parent. Number 2 is when things seems to be going good and both of you really don't have to communicate. Everything just works out for itself. And they prove that they're fine with everything, through their actions. That's just one of the best ways to deal with the narc, because you don't even have to communicate verbally with them. It's like they will just find something out of the blue to complain about. They will deliberately do something just to ruin how good things are going. They hate to see things going smooth for you. It's like they cannot stand to see your happiness because, of course, if the narcissists have to stick to a schedule, they still kind of feel like that you are in control of something because y'all are not together anymore. And so they can't stand to just sit quietly and watch things go good for you. They hate to see a smile on your face. So they will hurt you. They will punish you. Deliberately sabotage the schedule and how good things are going just to punish you. Not thinking that this will hurt the children. Well, maybe they do think about it, but they don't care because it'll give them a reaction. And as horrible as that may sound, it is true. For the children to hurt behind the absent parents, behavior towards a breakup in a narcissistic way, it gives them a reaction from the parent who has to see the children hurt and upset behind the other parent not showing up, which is a narcissistic parent. So that's the second way that narcissists make it difficult for you to deal with them as far as co-parenting. And the very last way is through child support. And this is something that I'll never forget. They will find the most low-paying jobs to avoid paying a satisfying amount in child support payments. They'll do this on purpose because they know that, especially if you're the children, a lot of times somebody's going to end up making more money than the other. But the narcissist will take a pay cut just to hurt you, just to punish you. And of course, in the long run, it will hurt the children. They will deliberately sabotage the child support arrangements in order to punish you. It's all about a reaction with them. It's all about control and power with the narcissist. Because, of course, at the end of the day, no matter how good things may be off and on after the breakup and with the co-parenting, in the back of their mind, they're going to always think about, it's going to always be that injury. Because you're not together anymore. So they can't have total control over the relationship. And so, of course, they will sabotage the child support payments. That's the third way that they make it difficult to co-parent after a split up or a separation. And so those are the three ways that narcissists make it difficult to co-parent with. Again, number one, they just become unavailable. They're just not there. The children cannot depend on them. You cannot depend on them to keep their word. Number two, they hate to see things going good, so they will mess it up. Just to do it out of the blue. They just do things like that sometimes. And number three is through the child support orders. It's like, of course, through court order, they don't have any choice. Some of them will even play the mind game as saying, I'll put myself on child support. And I'm going to throw this little quick extra one in there. Another thing that they'll do, because I went through this. Sometimes the narcissist will want you to be like, I can't get them this weekend. Can I just get them next weekend and you'll be okay with it? But when you ask them, well, can you get the kids this weekend? I know I was supposed to, you were supposed to get them next weekend. Can you get them this weekend? I have some plans to do this with such and such. They'll be like, look, how about I just take them? How about I, just get full custody of them? They like to throw things like that in your face. It's like they want to make you feel like that you're a bad parent. And they know when they do that, they really hit you where it hurts. And that's being a parent, knowing damn well that you are a good parent. They know that too. But they know that it'll hurt you if they threaten to take the children.